Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try this Guy Fieri's Flavortown. This one is the Sloppy Joe Mac and Cheese. It's ground beef and pork with enriched macaroni and cheese. It looks pretty good. There's Guy Fieri, just in case you don't know who he is. Walmart's been, they came out with a whole bunch of these chef meals. So this is one of them. And we bought it at Walmart. It was $5.94, and it is a 10 ounce or 283 gram meal. It looks really good. Kind of like a chili mac or something is almost what it looks like. Let's see, it's 500 calories if the whole bowl. And there's the other info. And it says a true fusion of American classics, mac and cheese and sloppy joe. Creamy mac and cheese topped with a nostalgic meaty sloppy joe sauce. I love a good sloppy joe. This does not have any other directions beyond microwave. And it says do not thaw, just cook from frozen. So we're gonna lift the film edge to vent. Microwave it for 3 minutes, lift and stir, and then microwave for 1 more minute. So I'm assuming we put the plastic back on after we stir it up. Remove bowl and let stand one minute before serving. Caution it'll be hot. So 3 minutes, stir 1 minute. So let's see what it looks like. They do not have pull tags, so watch for paper cuts. There's what it looks like. Plenty of cheese on there. So I'm just going to grab an edge and just pull it up a little bit to vent it, and get it in the microwave, and I'll be back. All right, so here it is out of the microwave. And let's give it another stir. It has set for a minute after it came out, so I guess that gives it a little bit of time to thicken up a bit. It smells like sloppy joe. It smells like hamburger, ground beef, whatever you want to call it. Ground beef and peppers is what it smells like, and you can see some peppers and onions in there. So anyway, that's the smell I get from it. That's what it smells like. But I'm gonna take it over the table and give it a try. There's a lot of cheese in here. It's like a melty cheese too. It's not like a sauce. It's actually cheese on top, and then it's melted. It's got kind of like, you know, pull when it's got the strings. It's like that. I like the flavor. The flavor is really nice. You really get the peppers, and really peppers more than anything. It kind of reminds me of Tammy makes something, she calls it a Swiss steak. I don't know if it's really a Swiss steak, but that's what she calls it. But it's a piece of like cube steak. It's got like a tomato sauce on it. It's got peppers in there. That's what that reminds me of. It doesn't really taste like sloppy joe. It really tastes more like a Swiss steak. It's meat and peppers and a tomato-like sauce. I like the texture of the pasta. The pasta's cooked really nicely. And it's not just regular elbow macaroni, it's that little curly Q, like a little pigtail macaroni. So I like the pasta. I've said this in many of my videos. I don't like it when they do ground beef. They grind it up really, really fine. I mean, like really tiny little pieces, almost like sand. That's what they've done with this. They've ground that hamburger up so, not hamburger, it's ground beef, I know. They've ground it up so small that it's very tiny little pieces. But it almost makes it seem mushy because the pieces are so tiny. Now you get a few pieces that are bigger, but a lot of it is just like, it's almost pasty. That's the texture you get. Look, there's a lot of ground beef in that with cheese. And when I eat this, it's gonna have a pasty texture. No, because the ground beef is ground up so small. That's a me thing, not necessarily a you thing. I just don't like hamburger or ground beef that's ground up that tiny. I just don't like it. It puts me off. It kind of reminds me of I'm eating dirt or something. I don't know. It's a texture thing for me. Besides that, the texture of everything else is really, really nice. Like I said, the cheese adds a really good creaminess to it. The sauce is nice. It adds makes everything bind well together and really blends everything really nicely. My only problem with the texture is that ground beef. Flavor-wise, it's got a little spice to it. So if you don't like spicy food, this may not be for you. And I won't say it's like hot. I mean, I've had barbecue chips that were hotter than this, honestly, but if you don't like hot food at all, you may not want to get this one because it is, you get just a teeny tiny little tingle in the back of your throat, which is it might be too much for you if you don't like hot food. That's all. If you don't mind a little, just a teeny tiny tingle, then you're fine. Most of the flavor though is tomato sauce and peppers. That's what I tasted in this. Again, not bad. I'm trying to debate if that texture throws me off enough to where I would, what I would set my number at. Yeah, there's definitely some spice there because you can feel it in the back of your throat, almost like a chili powder kind of tingle in the back of your throat. And honestly, the flavor of this reminds me more of a chili than a sloppy Joe. But you know, sloppy Joes, maybe they make them different everywhere you go. You know, that's what this flavor is. I'm gonna give this one, I'm gonna probably give it a 4 out of 5. I like the flavors. I really do like the flavors of it. I do like the peppers, but I like peppers and I like a little bit of that chili powder. The texture really pulls it down for me. I probably would have given it a 4.5 if it had been not mushy textured, that hamburger, the ground beef. But as it is, I'm gonna give it a 4 because it's not something I would want to eat all the time, but I can live with it because everything else is really good. So yeah, 4 for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.